Welcome back, friends and family. This week, as we revisit responsible decision making, we're taking a look at our biases, those preconceived notions we hold. We all have some types of biases, and it's important to recognize those things. We're always trying to look at self awareness, emotional intelligence, and we're always striving for empathy. So it's important for us to take a look at any preconceived feelings and beliefs that we have and to ask why we have those things. Some biases are sort of imprinted on us. They may actually be genetic. They may be something that has evolved as we have evolved as a species. And other things are learned behaviors because of the environment we're in, the people we grow up around. But we have to consider our biases. There are many different kinds of biases, and there's a couple kinds that I think are really prevalent that we see a lot right now. One is the idea of in-group bias. We see that so much now, and basically what an in-group bias is when we're part of some sort of group and we cling very tightly to the agreed upon beliefs of that group to the point where we will more harshly judge those outside the group. In a basic example, that would be something like cliques in school. That because I'm a part of this club, or I'm on this team, or just this friend group, that feeling that we have to exclude other people, or that other groups are less than. The worst form of that are all the types of sexism and racism and bigotry of all kinds that we have in society. It's the idea that because this person exists in whatever group we've established, then that person is less than. And that's the most extreme case. We have in-group biases even of little things. If a member of our favorite sports team gets in trouble for something, an off-field incident, we might vehemently defend that person. Where if someone from a team we didn't like were to do the same thing, we would want to go after that person. It's the same thing with political parties. We see that so much now, where we adhere to this group and this group supposedly believes these things, so then people who are a member of the opposing group are against us somehow and fundamentally different than us. And that is problematic. We all want to belong to groups. We all want to be included. That's a basic human need, the desire for inclusion. But it's problematic when we get so close-minded. And we have to take a step back and look at how our in-group biases are impacting our behaviors and whether they're limiting our ability to really live our beliefs and values, our individual beliefs and values. The other type of bias we see a lot of right now in our society today is confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is when we only really seek out the information that's going to support our previously held beliefs. We live at such an incredible time where much of the world's information is at our fingertips at all times, is readily available to us. And it should be a time when we're seeking out information to learn and to grow and to use that to better ourselves, to better our society. But often what happens is because we have so much information available, we can find information, whether it's reliable or not, that will support what we already think and feel. And we seek that out because it's comforting. It's comforting to have our previously held beliefs supported and backed up. So we're going to talk about those and some other biases this week in class. And that's what I want you thinking about this week. What are some of your biases? What are some of your previously held notions about things? How have your biases impacted your life? Let's have a great week. Let's continue staying in school. Much love.